Friday Night Baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the start of a three-game interleague series between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. Been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Dexter Fowler will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play.
Yeah, he's swung the bat extremely well in these recent games, and that average just continues to rise.
Swinging on 3-0, and he can't keep it fair, so it'll be 3-1 now. Keuchel into his motion, trying to work it full on 3-1. Looked like ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-2 now. Eric Karros, these Astros entering play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Well, this is a great team that goes out there and works counts. They see a lot of pitches. They get into the other team's bullpen. They're toward the top of the league in walks right now, so that really helps them out because they continually have guys on base.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
He spoils another one and will do it again. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Now that we have a chance, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, George Springer has so many athletic talents. He's basically a 5-tool player. Defensively, he does so many things well, and it's allowed him to really impact this ball club.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Back goes Gomez, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Yeah, and he was maybe just a pitch away from a spotless top half of the first inning. And now he's going to have some work to do with a runner on second now here following that 2-out double.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You get the 2-out double. This would be a good run to pick up here in the first inning, especially here on the road. Give your guy something to work with when he takes them out.
All even now, 2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
Back goes Springer. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Back goes Rasmus, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
Batting sixth.
Boy, that's now 3 extra base hits he's coughed up here in the first inning. And a lot of times that doesn't bode all that well for him sticking around late into a ball game. So he's going to need to turn things around right now, or he might be looking at a real short outing.
Addison Russell will stand in now, and as you can see there, he comes in currently ranked 7th in RBIs in the National League.
Yeah, and 6 RBIs over his last 10 games.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
One thing's for sure, you got to make sure this guy's healthy for October. Luckily, he looks like he's going to be okay after that one.
Jason Hayward will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Very high, 2-1. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Chris Bryant is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 26 for him on the season. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, and now that's the second home run that he's allowed here in just 2+ innings of work. And no question, they've had his number here in the early going. And now they stretch the lead out even further.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Rasmus. Makes the play, 1 away. Kyle Schwarber digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez moves over. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Jorge Soler walks into the box. Reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. We played 2.5. It's 3-0 Chicago. John Singleton will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 over his last 10 games.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So 1 away, and here's the left-handed hitting catcher, Jason Castro. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the order now, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Standing in now, Carlos Gomez. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Carlos Correa stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Hamill sets, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. This is line to left. That's in there, base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. George Springer steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball from Minute Maid Park right after this. John Singleton will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Sliced hard on the ground. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Castro. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there, 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. Full count. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moving under it, Fowler. And that's the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 27,
Jose Altuve, ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a pretty decent at-bat. As I remember, he saw a lot of pitches and really made the guy on the mound earn that strikeout.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll make it into third here with a 2-out triple. So just like that, there's a runner at third with 2 away as we give you a look there at the league leaders in triples.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. He's notched more than his fair share of triples. Another one right there. Now we'll see if they can score.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. On the ground to the left side. Bryant's got it. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Anthony Rizzo makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You almost get the sense here that he wants to stay away from throwing the fastball. Almost like he doesn't want to get burned.
Swing and a liner. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. 45 home runs now on the campaign, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one. Number 35 will come in and pitch now. Kyle Schwarber will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very 1st inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Base is empty here with nobody out. 3-2 now. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. High in the air out to center field. Gomez is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the 1st out.
The batter,
Jorge Soler steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
But quick hands over there at 3rd as he takes it for the 2nd out.
the batter, shortstop.
Addison Russell strides in, grounded out his last time through. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gomez giving chase. And that's the 3rd out. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. Through 5.5, it's now 4-0 Chicago. Colby Rasmus will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Luis Valbuena ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Soler going back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Preston Tucker will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Well, at least he was able to make contact, and that's better than most of his teammates can say up to this point. They've been whiffing left and right.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-0. Good night from Houston.
4 men on base.